Hi, welcome to the Teaching Kitchen at Exploration Commons at 50 East. I'm Nancy Ferrace, and today we're going to be making a fall-themed grazing board for you to have for your friends and family coming up in the fall holidays. So when I make a board, I like to think about the colors and textures that we're going to use. So since we're doing a fall-themed board, I looked for things that are gold, hues of green, some browns, some beautiful reds, but also the flavors. So we're going to use some different types of dried fruit, apples, different types of jams and preserves. Today, I've decided to use some nice pear butter. So cooked pears, spices of fall. So we have cinnamon, ginger, all those great fall flavors in that. And then we want something a little more savory. So we have a nice fall hummus with a little bit of seasoning on the top and some flavorful oil. And we're going to also use some wonderful fig jam. And I also like to include always spicy mustard with my cheese. So just randomly place your condiments on your board. Next, we're gonna work with our cheeses. You can cut your cheese in long strips, and you want to arrange it in a nice pattern, give it some height and texture. Again, thinking about the cheeses that your friends and family are going to enjoy, maybe something just a little different, give them a little bit of a different taste. And here I cut those in two different shapes. We have rectangles and triangles to give us some variety. Our Havarti I cut into logs. Again, you can arrange these in different patterns on your board. Again, you want to create visual interest, make things easy for people to pick up. One thing I have certainly found is that whole pieces of cheese on a cheese board or on a tray don't get eaten. People do not like to cut into that beautiful piece of cheese. They like it kind of cut and easy for them to eat and nibble on. I'm going to show you how I cut the cheddar. So we cut some strips, which looks great, but we can make it even more interesting and cut it into triangles. So we made some pieces there, and then these you can stand up and create a really nice visual design as well. Makes it easy for people to pick it up, gives it height on the board. You're going to want 4 or 5 different types of cheese, definitely something sharp. You want something soft. You want something with some flavor, so either a garlic and herb cheese or something with some fruit. We have both today that we're going to use. So brie. Everyone always wants to know how to cut a piece of brie. So most of the brie you buy comes in a triangle. A lot of people want to start cutting slices off, so you end up with odd sized pieces. So what we like to do is cut a slice of the brie down the long side and then cut the rind off that little end. Some people don't like it, some people do. And then we can just cut into some nice serving squares. Again, you want a piece that's going to go well on a cracker. Brie, it's super important when you put it on your tray to put it that it's not going to stick on top of each other, because it will, being a soft cheese, want to do that. So that rind comes in handy to kind of keep that from happening. Same with our goat cheese. We could put the whole log on here if you'd like to do that. If you get one that's wrapped in cranberries or wrapped in nuts, it looks really pretty. Again, you need to put a little serving knife with that if you don't cut it prior. We like to make some slices so that people can take a slice and put it on their cracker or on their plate. So next we want to look at our meats, right? We have our cheese, we have our condiments. Let's look at our meat. I have an herb and a dried, uncured, and a black pepper. Simply by folding it in quarters, you change the dimension of your board and gets a little more interest to it. So we have some lovely prosciutto. We're going to take it, fold it in half, start in the center, crimp it, pinch it around, pinch it around. This one's going to make a nice big rose. So instead of a large slice of meat on your tray, you have some beautiful prosciutto roses. All right, so let's start adding some of the fun things. So we're going to talk about another soft cheese. We have some beautiful mozzarella balls here. These can go right on the board. It's fall. We want to use dried fruit, dried figs. These are some dried dates. Add a little bit of sweetness to our board. Also that beautiful brown color, kind of mahogany. You have a beautiful pepper strips. Goes fantastic with cheeses and meat. Again, another great fall color, another dried fruits, apricots. They're going to go fantastic on this board, give us more of this great fall color that we're starting to develop. Artichoke hearts. So this is gonna add another dimension of flavor. We have marinated artichoke hearts that are in a vinegar and herb base. So that's gonna break up some of the richness of the meat. So I'm gonna put these over here with the salami. And since it's fall, we're gonna put some roasted pumpkin seeds on here. So these are pepitas. So we're gonna start adding in some of our nuts and our fruit. So there we have a beautiful sage green color on our board. People love snacking on those with that creamy cheese. And then I have some dried Fuji apples. So we have this beautiful red skin. What better flavor is there for fall than apple? You can just drop some beautiful pieces of honeycomb on here. Again, everybody's gonna love it. They probably haven't had it. And it just glistens and looks so pretty. So this is pumpkin pie spiced almonds. And they smell amazing. So again, we're looking for height, we're looking for texture, flavor, and aroma on our board. This is a fig and pumpkin seed cracker, just a nice plain crostini, and a black pepper water cracker, and then we made some small crostinis as well. So I have some rosemary, some thyme, and some sage. You may have some of this in your garden still. So we're just gonna take some of the leaves and we're gonna start tucking them in our board, kind of finish it off. And it's really, green always finishes off food as a good garnish. So let's review what we did for our board. We placed our condiments on our board, and then we placed our meats, our cheeses, our rest of our condiments and vegetables, and then we garnished with crackers, followed by our beautiful decorations of our herbs from our garden. Thanks for joining us today with Carroll Magazine Live. We hope you enjoy making your own holiday grazing board, and we hope you can join us here at Exploration Commons at 50 East in our teaching kitchen for one of our upcoming classes. Happy holidays!
Thank you for watching Carroll Magazine Live. Download our app or visit our website for more information about our future shows.